This is also talking about, sharing your abundance and understanding that abundance is more than just your financial abundance. You can have an abundance of empathy. You can have an abundance of joy. You can have abundance of compassion. Sharing your abundance, whatever your abundance is, sharing it with others and putting it out into this world. Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. This is the Awakened Jen. All right. So first, I want you to know that you are welcome, appreciated, and safe in this space. I want to start by taking 3 deep breaths together to help ground our energy into the space and help get us on the same page here. So if you'll close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths with me. All right, breathe in. That's 1. Breathe in. That's 2. Breathe in. That's 3. Keep your eyes closed as I do the invocation to call in our spirit team. I now call in our angels, archangels, ascended masters, my higher self, and guardian angels to please enter this present space and time. I call upon Archangel Michael to place a bubble of protection around us. Only beings of the highest vibration of pure love and light may enter in. All right. So we're going to be doing a look into your spiritual path right now. We're going to use the Lightworkers Oracle. We'll pull 1 card from that to see what guidance you need right now for your spiritual path. And then we're going to use the Light Seers Tarot to pull a 3-card progression spread that's going to tell me where you're at, where you've been, where you're at, where you're headed, so that if you need to make a course correction, we can do that at this time. All right, and I always pull way more cards than just the 3. That's just where I start. That is the base spread, and then we clarify out from there and get guidance, and so it's always way more than 3 cards. All right, so before I start shuffling, I'm going to go ahead and read the channeled message. So what does Taurus need to know at this time? Initiation and perseverance. Are you spending too much time procrastinating, or do you keep finding reasons to avoid something rather than succeed at it? Your initiation has begun, but the piece missing at this time is action. It's time for you to focus your energy and start moving towards your purpose. Even though times get tough and it feels like obstacles keep getting in the way, your perseverance through it is the key to your abundance. Do not give up. Create a plan and be determined and diligent in carrying it out to completion. All right, so there's something that you have been just putting off and putting off and putting off that you know you have to do. You know that this is the key to all of the abundance and success that you have been, wishing for, but you are the one that is holding yourself back at this time. So, the advice here is that you get very, very clear, create a plan, and then do the actions and stay at it. Don't, just as the obstacles come, just expect that that's part of the process. With each obstacle, you're learning new ways to kind of, maneuver around, and it's helping you grow. And so just change your mindset about the meaning of the obstacles, because sometimes you might be telling yourself that the obstacles are proof that you shouldn't be doing this, that this is the wrong path. And I think it just is part of the training process, the initiation process that's getting you to where you're trying to go. All right, so I'm going to set some intentions as I shuffle. So the first intention is that anyone who comes across this reading, there is something in here for you. I set the intention that anyone who needs to hear the messages that come out in this reading will find it at the time they need it most. I set the intention that all the messages that come out will be for your highest good. I set the intention that I will be given very clear messages, be given all the right words, phrases, and anything needed in order to communicate the message as clearly as possible so that it can be received as it was intended. All right. If you are new to this channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. If you find value in this video, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. You can hit the bell for notifications, and it will let you know every time I post a new video. Also, if you are interested in a personal reading, I do offer personal readings. I have the link for that down in the description box. I do 30-minute or 60-minute video messages. You do not have to be present for them. You just have to book the reading and tell me if you want a general relationship or career, and then I will do the reading for you. And as soon as it's ready, I will email it to you, and you get to watch it from the privacy of your own home. And if that is something you are interested in, again, that link is down in the description box. All right, so let's go ahead and start pulling some cards. Okay, deep breath. Okay, so what guidance does Taurus need right now for their spiritual path? Merkaba, spiritual protection. Okay, so we're calling in some protection. All right. And now deep breath. Past, present, future, Taurus, past. We've got the King of Pentacles. Somebody was sitting in their comfort zone. Present. Six of Swords, moving away from trauma of the past. Future. Okay, we've got Temperance. That is patience and balance. All right, we're going to put all this together in just a second. Merkaba, spiritual protection. Being open to receive is a way to gain empowerment, strength, and all manner of assistance. To enhance receptivity, it can be helpful to declutter and cleanse your energy field. This allows for that which is not rightfully yours to be shed. Sometimes this will include the disowned thoughts and feelings of others. When you release these thoughts and feelings, a spaciousness will grow within you. Then you can receive more of what is rightfully meant to be for you, your divine good in all ways. An open, sensitive person can easily become energetically overloaded, from physical pain to emotional and psychological tension. An overload does not feel good. You may even feel like you are carrying others on your back or in your head. The added weight can drag your naturally light vibration down to anguish, doubt, fear, and despair. Your inner vision, too, may be obscured by the overload. That can make it hard to discern what is yours and what belongs to another. Whether you're experiencing overload to your system is an unusual occurrence for you, or you have a tendency to absorb and process others' energies, common for healers, psychics, and mediums, artists, and other sensitive, open people, you will benefit from a spiritual cleansing. Afterwards, you may feel less inclined to connect with particular people or work on certain ideas, even if they seemed very important before the cleanse. This means that you are freeing yourself from others' input and discerning the true priorities of your own heart. To accept a spiritual cleansing, now repeat the invocation below, and then relax for as long as you need. With the oracle card resting face down over any part of your body that you intuitively feel can use spiritual cleansing. You can repeat this process daily for 3 days or up to 3 weeks if you feel that you need it. Your rest can be for several minutes or up to half an hour or more. If you fall asleep during your cleansing, that can allow for even deeper clearing. Pay attention to what you sense immediately after your cleansing. It is a time when you may become very aware of just who or what has been draining you, and be able to lovingly but firmly say, "You must leave my energy field now and not return without my express verbal permission. Of my own free will, so be it." This oracle is also confirmation for those of you who have been questioning if a relationship, person, or situation has been draining you or transferring negative energies or thoughts into your energy field. Your insights are correct, and you can now use this energy clearing process to remove the cords of attachment and release any negative energy from that person or situation. Invocation. So this is the part that is telling you that you need to be doing this daily to help cleanse your energy field. I call upon unconditionally loving divine protection. The sacred chamber of light, the Merkaba of divine light, is around me now. I choose of my own free will, under divine authority and grace, to release any and all connections, content, and contaminants that do not serve me through unconditional love. I choose of my own free will to take my life journey in the most joyful and loving way possible. I open to divine grace for cleansing and protection of my integrity at all times. I am free to simply be in the truth of me. May all beings be blessed and protected. May all beings be happy and free through my own free will, so be it. So this card is just calling you to be very protective of your energy right now. And we had some mention of that in the channeled message where it said it's time for you to focus your energy and start moving toward your purpose. And as I was writing the focus your energy, that was part of kind of what I was feeling, is that you've got your energy spread out just way too far over things that do not serve you, that are holding you back, that are pulling you in all different ways and keeping you confused. And so doing this energetic clearing every day, at the end of the day, especially if you are like an empath or someone who just easily takes on other people's emotions, and you feel their pain just as though it was your own, that it's very important for you to make sure that you're cutting that off and only taking what is meant for you. All right, so moving forward with the rest of the reading, we've got the King of Pentacles in the past. So, like I said, this is sitting very comfortable. This is your comfort zone. Overflowing material abundance, patience and determination, a confident and warm leader, providing for others comfort and security. That's the one. Like, we can look at the abundance and all of that, but that's not what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that this is literally, you were just comfortable in where you were at, especially when we were putting it together with the channeled message, is that, you felt like it was just too much effort to put the action and your energy into this. So, exuding warmth, the King of Pentacles welcomes you to his study for a heartfelt conversation about life. He's worked his field, met his soulmate, found wealth, and now looks out over his dream manifested as he offers you one of the tarot's most potent messages of forthcoming abundance and prosperity. The most important thing to be done is to enjoy it all. Enjoy every lesson, challenge, failure, and success. He reminds you to get clear on where you want to be, to plan and envision. There is manifesting power in the longing and much joyful expansion as you bring your greatest potential into existence. Happiness happens when you do better than the last time, and in the pursuit of personal growth, allow yourself the extravagance of desire. The rest is the consequence of faith, steady habits, and the courage to cultivate enormous dreams. Dream your biggest dream. Dream your biggest light to life. I dream my endless potential into existence with steady desire and effort. So when you're manifesting, really, desire is the first level of manifestation. That's where it starts. It starts as an idea, as an inspiration, that comes out of you. And then you speak it out to someone. You start talking about it, and then you start making plans for it. You start making little steps that are going to get you to that place. And then, as each little step, you bring this piece, get you a little bit closer to bringing it all into your 3D reality. All right, so we've got the Six of Swords in the present. That is transitions, help arriving at the perfect time, rites of passage, healing, moving beyond trauma or shadows of the past, support from others, personal evolution, a spiritual transition or journey. So transition is really the one, because I'm seeing the boat here is part of, it's just carrying you from, this place where you were just comfortable, just kind of be where you were at and not rock the boat, not, push harder, to now we're wanting to get to a place that is actually more empowered and is getting you where you want to actually be. Okay. So you are moving through a period of realignment, and things can feel turbulent during these times of transition. Trust that a better future awaits on the other side of this change. Maybe you're going through a rite of passage or an intense spiritual transformation. These experiences are profoundly personal, and you may feel alone right now. Even when it is difficult to accept assistance from others, remain open to receiving help from the most unexpected of places. Allow the gentle support of the universe to move you through this ocean of evolution, and lean towards silver linings on the horizon. More sunshine. Yes, please. Sometimes we find ourselves adrift because we think we are ready to move on, but our heart is still anchored in the past. What old chapter needs to be closed? And maybe that's the part that's holding you back to this place of comfort. Is there something there that you haven't closed out yet? Chase guidance in the form of renewed hope and get ready to explore fresh beginnings on the opposite shore. I accept help as I easily cross this transition. So this is also a card about help. I don't know if you've heard that multiple times as I read through that, but this card is also about help coming in. And you have to speak that out. Most people are just so involved in their own lives that they don't have time to really see the distress of other people because they're dealing with it too. And I know that also leaves you in this, well, but I don't want to add extra stress to someone else. But I've said this many times before. My ear is ringing really bad. That if someone truly cares about you, it brings them more stress. It would bring them more stress to know that you are hurting and in pain, and they could have helped if they had only known. And so, reach out, start talking to people, let people know this is what my needs are. And, it's not an expectation that someone else has to meet it, but when you're speaking it out, that gives more likelihood that someone can meet it. Okay, and we've got Temperance in the future. Alchemy, blending energies, harmony, moderation, masculine and feminine balance, duality and amalgamation, the fluidity of time, meditation, the perpetual motion of life, neutrality, restraint, patience, and purpose. Temperance is the alchemist of life. It calls you to create your purposeful blend using moderation and patience as ingredients. Where are you focusing your precious energy right now? Maybe you've been overdoing it in your social life, or binging on television, drinks, or food, or overspending. Focusing on a relationship that is depleting more energy than it is replenishing. Being wholly materialistic versus wholly spiritual. We live in a world of extreme passions and heated hustle, so slowing down the desire for excess in any one area of your life may be harder than you think. Don't do drastic right now. Stay away from all or nothing choices. Clearing your energy of extremes will foster a dynamic, nourishing flow that is aligned with your perfect alchemical purpose. Seek equilibrium and be mindful of your resources while fusing all the elements to achieve a beautiful balance. I walk the middle path and I nourish my spiritual wholeness. So it's finding just the balance in your life. Any area that you are spending too much in the extreme is a potential block for you. And so it's just calling you to really just assess your life, see where you're giving your energy, where you can pull back a little bit and give it more in this area. And that's, again, it comes back to this channeled message of that it's time for you to focus your energy. so that you can start moving in the right direction instead of just, repeating cycles and on that hamster wheel and never getting anywhere. All right, so let's see. I guess I'll just go ahead with the clarification questions because that was pretty straightforward. I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot to do the clarification. Okay. So, deep breath. All right. So, what do you have to look forward to in this situation? Okay. All right. So we've got the star is about healing. It's also about wishes granted. So putting your wish out there and knowing that it is coming to you. We've got the Tower. So that means some things are about to get cleared out of your life really quickly that you've been holding on to that were only holding you back. In these moments, it's not about the things. Okay. So when this is almost like an earthquake. Okay. So when the ground starts shaking, the strongest pieces in your life are going to remain. But those pieces that are just barely hanging on, that's the parts that's coming off. So, sometimes it feels like a complete leveling and starting over, but it's not usually that drastic when Tower moments happen. There is usually like one big thing that's going to get completely, and you're starting fresh from there. But it's not usually your whole life. But sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. If you have designed a life that is really holding you back from the direction that God has for you, then yeah, he might clear out some space. And then we've got the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is the romance. This is the rose-colored glasses. I'm going to read that one. So this is what you have to look forward to. Once you allow the Tower to come in, I'm going to read the star too. We've got the Knight of Cups. Okay. You are feeling very romantic. You are more interested in candles, decadent dinners, and lofty declarations of love than usual. Celebrating the beautiful and sensual experiences of life is just as necessary as any other experience. Enjoy. Be aware of daydreaming when you shouldn't. Don't let romantic ideals take you away from your path. It's one thing to celebrate a dream come true feeling in your life. It's another to chase after dreams that can never be. Okay, and then the star. The message of the star is replenishment and faith. Know that the cycles of nature are true and natural, and that after a hard time, a better time will follow. And when it comes, give yourself over to it. Immerse yourself in the cool waters of faith and the constant light of the star. Know that your heart will be refreshed and your faith will be renewed. Be aware of lack of faith, of giving in to despair, of giving up. The star promises hope. Don't lose faith in that process. Okay. All right. What do you need to be mindful of at this time? Okay. So we've got the Six of Pentacles. This is about making sure that you have balance in your give and take, that you're not over giving and that you're also not taking too much from others either. It's having balance. The Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity coming in. And one thing about aces is potential. Potential is no good without action. And the channeled message was talking about that's the piece that's missing, is the action. The potential has already been there. And you need to be mindful that if you don't do something about it, if you don't actually take action on the potential, you may lose the opportunity. And then the Queen of Wands is about moving with that joy and that inspiration. It is the way that you move ahead. Queen of Wands. Your passion is quietly contained, ready to burst out at any minute. You are seeking an outlet for your energy. This may be in the form of a new project or your own, or helping someone with an exciting undertaking. You love activity for its own sake, and you are not adverse to public admiration as a result of your skills and brilliant personality. Be aware of ego and the desire for advancement, be it social or career related. Although you are a true and loyal friend, your ego can get in the way. So just making sure of your motives, checking your motives on this, and making sure that you are doing the actions that are moving you towards your purpose. Okay. All right. What does this situation look like in 6 months' time? Okay. You are going to have a lot more clarity. You will be moving away from the things that have been holding you back. And then the Two of Wands, you're going to come to a crossroads. And the Two of Wands is about, again, it's coming back to this place of you have to take action. The Two of Wands is creating the plan, but then acting on it. So, I mean, that's just the message that really it keeps coming out is the action. You have to take action. You have to do the work. You have to, you have to do it. Okay. What is your best move forward at this time? Whoa. Goodness. Lots of cards came out. So we've got the High Priestess. This is using your intuition and to know what cycles to close out. This is the World. It's about closing out cycles. The Hermit is that inner self-reflection, that deep self-reflection. We've got the Moon is about facing your fears and addressing your shadow. And the Five of Wands, it's about the conflict and competition. So I'm going to read that card. But my thoughts here are you're moving away from that type of being. Just feeling like you have to fight your way, through everything. All right. Five of Wands. 5 men compete in a clearing. They use their wands, representing their wills and abilities, to spar. By doing so, they learn their own strengths and weaknesses while assisting their companions in the same way. The Hierophant is about the best of collective human achievement. The Five of Wands shows how we help ourselves and other individuals reach for their best and thereby add to the collective good. You are in a competitive situation. See it for what it is, an opportunity to grow and to help others grow. Although competing with others, you are really competing with yourself. Do your best for your own good and for the good of others. Be aware of inappropriate motivations. Compete with an eye to improve yourself and society, not to hurt or destroy someone else. Play by the rules, have confidence in yourself, and do not seek an unfair advantage by cheating. Okay, and I also wanted to read the Hermit card. Goodness. Here we go. The message of the Hermit is one of self-knowledge. It is time for you to withdraw, contemplate what you know, and make sure your beliefs reflect the leading of your own heart. Now you must learn who you are and what you believe. Then you can trust yourself without depending on the opinions of others. Be aware of withdrawing for too long or for the wrong reasons. Withdrawing from life out of fear or to avoid personal responsibility is not the same as self-examination. Okay. So Temperance is the Sagittarius card. So that may be an energy that you are working with. It also is a fire energy. Let's see. What can you do right now to stay positive? Okay. So we've got the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is it is a gift. But what I'm seeing with that one is it's the gratitude and generosity. Nine of Cups. So not only just appreciating what you have, but, like sharing that out with others. You have achieved a place of comfortable abundance. You have much love and nurturing affection to give. You are happy with what you have and desire to share with others, knowing that sharing such gifts only increases them. Be aware of taking the energy of the Hermit to the extreme. Do not enjoy your good fortune alone or hoard it. Do not indulge in a pompous sense of self-satisfaction, but share what you have with graciousness. We've got the Two of Wands, so that has come out a couple of times now. So ways that you can be more positive. A traveler faces a fork in the road and a difficult decision. Outwardly, this card is reminiscent of the Fool. Unlike the Fool, he is conscious of the future and wants to make the best choice. Just as the High Priestess guards herself the way between her pillars, guards the way between her pillars. Here is a stag stands sentinel. The stag represents the traveler's will. The best choice will not be made through logic, but, as the High Priestess teaches, through a deeper way of knowing that may be hard to verbalize. You are at a crossroads. The correct choice is unclear, at least in terms of logic, because there are too many unknowns. The wands are not about logic. They are about inspiration and courage. Don't be like a squirrel distracted by every new thing, or like a rabbit too afraid to make a bold move. Follow your gut and move ahead bravely. Be aware of stagnation. The wands are about action. This is not a time to stand still. So there's the action talking again. And again, I told you earlier that this card really is about action. It's about knowing what you want and then making that decision and moving towards it. And then we have the Hermit again. So the Hermit again is that deep self-reflection. I want to see what was the warning of the Hermit though. Be aware of withdrawing for too long or for the wrong reasons. Withdrawing from life out of fear or to avoid personal responsibility is not the same as self-examination. So the only reason why I mentioned that was just because this spoke an awful lot about the Hermit card with it. And this is also talking about, sharing your abundance and understanding that abundance is more than just your financial abundance. You can have an abundance of empathy. You can have an abundance of joy. You can have abundance of compassion. Sharing your abundance, whatever your abundance is, sharing it with others and putting it out into this world. Okay. Is there anything else that I want to pull from this? We'll just ask with the Sagittarius, what is that Sagittarius's intentions towards you at this time? Okay. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So it is a new opportunity. They're bringing in a new opportunity. The King of Swords is to bring in the logic and wisdom and clarity, to lead with logic, wisdom, and clarity. And then the Five of Pentacles is about when you ask for help, the help being given to you. So I'm going to read that card because I love the way this book talks about this card, because usually it's somebody feeling left out in the cold, but this book actually sees it in a different way. The Five of Pentacles. Two people are begging for help outside a colorful stained glass window, one with only a rat for company. They are in desperate need and are turning to the church for help. Perhaps they are turning to their deepest spiritual beliefs to aid them in this difficult time, but their needs are physical and immediate. The beautiful glass window is a representation of achievements of humankind. All the glorious structures and achievements in the world are meaningless, though, if they do not provide guidance, help, or inspiration. You are in need. Help is nearby. Do not be dissuaded if the building, organization, or person seems imposing. Ask for help. Ask for the help that you need. Be aware of making your need larger than it is. Learn what resources are available to help you help yourself. So this person, the Sagittarius, may be someone who is feels very imposing and very intimidating to you. And if this is the energy, the King of Swords can be very cold and cutting. I'm going to actually read that one too. King of Swords. Your intelligence is at the core of your persona. You have used it well to create a successful life for yourself and those associated with you. Your wisdom benefits others, and you are comfortable sharing your ideas and opinions. Be aware of letting your intelligence define you in full. Seek a bit more balance in your own self-image and your dealings with others. Be careful, too, of becoming a snob. Your mind is powerful, but if turned inward too much, you may be prone to paranoia. So I just think that this person may seem very cold and like not welcoming, intimidating. But the message is for you to reach out anyways, because they are there to offer help. Even if they seem intimidating, they will offer this help. They are bringing in the help. They are bringing in a new opportunity. And so, especially since the Pentacles came out with this could even be a work opportunity that this person is providing to you. So be on the lookout. And like I said, part of the message that has continued to come out is about you speaking what your needs really are. And then taking actions. All right. So I'm going to stop there. So if you have found value in this video, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. You can hit the bell for notifications and it will let you know every time I post a new video. Also, if you would comment, like, or share, that helps tell the algorithm that this video has value, and it will send it out to more and more people and help to grow my channel, and I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. If you are interested in a personal reading, that link is down in the description box, and I would be so excited to do that for you. All right. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you next time.